So in 2015, or around, well, there was always reports that Obi-Wan was going to happen. And it was circling around that Favreau.
The Jedi Council live.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's the news.
I mean, it all dumped last night.
And
all of this.
Favreau was circling around the project, and
Favreau was circling around
Obi-Wan.
Oh,
so and Ken and I knew for a while that this movie was going to happen
because
we just knew. And then there was a script that was out there. There's a script. They were supposed to announce it. They were going. I remember that Kathleen Kennedy said, "Next week we're announcing our brand new spin-off movie," and it never came. And I don't know what the hell happened in between that. But then what happened there was, this is again, I think, of not understanding the difference between a movie like Solo, which was fine. It's fine. I have my issues with it and when it came out and all that. But the movie is fine. But nobody was really calling for that movie, or Star Wars fans weren't like, we need a Solo movie. People have been saying, show me the fucking Obi-Wan movie. We want to see Obi-Wan. What's he been doing? What's happening with Obi-Wan? And because they got so scared of what happened with Solo at a bomb, that's a studio mentality of, well, that's not going to work then because they don't want to see that. Make it a TV show. I'm happy they made it a TV show. I think it'll be better as a TV show. But it just shows you that they juggling balls and just dropping shit on the floor. They don't know what the fuck is going on over there.
And let me go back to my point about old studio head looks, right? Is clearly with certain things as far as, and you can yell at me all you want, but Kevin Feige had a vision of what the Marvel Cinematic Universe would look like for 10 years, right? He mapped it out. He had what he wanted. I don't think Warner Brothers ever had that, and I don't think that the Star Wars world ever had the vision.
It looks like Warner Brothers has it way more now.
Now,
yeah,
but like
they
6
righted
years
the ship.
ago,
Yeah,
they righted the ship, and they got rid of people that didn't get it. And so because you look at Warner Brothers now, DC's got their shit together.
Well, you guys talked about the two universes, or have you not spoken about that yet?
What is that?
That's their plan moving forward.
DC?
Apparently, is
Hold
the
it.
two
Let's finish the Obi-Wan.
yeah.
We'll jump right into that because this Obi-Wan thing,
so he confirmed that it was a movie at one point. Yeah, duh. And he was at the premiere of Solo. Remember, he was walking in. We're like, Obi-Wan's coming next.
They were planning on announcing.
So the Obi-Wan movie was a movie. They made it to a series. Obviously, we know that. Ewan McGregor's excited about that because we get to spend more time with him in character development. But he then went on Ellen and said, been lying for about 5 years.
Yeah, of course. And because you had... And
he literally used lying.
But Kathleen Kennedy
Who said that?
Ewan McGregor.
I have the videos on the outline if you want to see
They're starting shooting in January. So they took this script and they just expanded on it. At one point when they knew that, once again, anytime a story is announced, it didn't just happen, last night. They had to figure out, okay, in a couple months, we'll announce this thing. We'll do it at D23. So at that time, we'll be able to spread out. They have at least 4 or 5 episodes already written at this point. And they're going to start shooting in January or February. This is the clip from Ewan McGregor.
And Halloween is a big deal.
Oh, it's not Ellen.
You know what you should dress up as?
Yeah, he's
if I
filling
was you,
in for
I would
Ellen.
dress up as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, yeah? You think?
I would. Well, because I don't know. Do they know? Like, this was pretty new at Comic-Con. You kept a secret for like 4 years, right?
Yeah.
And now it's coming back. You're going to play it again.
Yeah.
You're going to reprise that.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was
Isn't
difficult.
that amazing?
Thank you.
What a cool dude.
It's awkward because the studios and the franchises, they want to keep everything totally secret, of course, which I understand. But as the person being asked over and over and over again, would you do it again? Would you do it again? And I'm already talking to them about it, but I can't say that I am. So for 4 years I was saying, well, I'd be happy to do it again I'm just waiting for the call. But all the while, so this was embarrassing.
You were acting even when you weren't acting.
Lying.
What's the difference between lying and acting?
You get paid to act.
Oh, there you go. It's the first time. Now it's been 20 years to reprise the role. Do you
That's
know that
amazing.
your hairpiece?
That's it? Yes.
That's good.
I did
Okay.
some research.
Anyway, so then this is different. People are like, well, how come he's not a liar? Matt Smith is. Both fall in the same thing.
They're doing the same thing,
and that they're both under contract. I just think that it like for Matt Smith, he should have a different answer as opposed to I'm not in the movie. Him saying, well, I'm waiting for the call. Still a lie. Just
but
different
he said he's a liar.
He said he's a liar. He admitted he was a liar.
Straight up.
So maybe Matt Smith, I'm a liar.
Not happy
also.
about it. Liar,
What a
though.
great line too. I get paid to act.
You get paid to act. But either way, so I'm glad. This is one of those situations, though, that I think it worked out for the best. If you ask me a million times over, you get 3 movies in the theater of Obi-Wan, or you get 8 episodes on Disney Plus all day long. I'm taking Plus. Fuck the movies because it's like then they cram them in. I know that people still are thinking about like would rather have movies. You're gonna see from Mandalorian. You're gonna see what Star Wars is capable of now. When you have, I would much prefer them now take this Old Republic thing, put it on TV. If I never see a Star Wars movie again, I know, blasphemy. As long as I get TV shows that
I can't go with
fill
you
in,
there.
I'm
And a lot of people
play them in the theater. Play the episodes
fine,
in the
and I'm
theater.
sure a lot of them will.
You know
but
how
I
cool
saw-
it would be? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, a lot of people have hit me up during Rule of Two and all of this. Like, are we going to lose Star Wars movies? Like, and it's all going to be on
there's
Disney
no
Plus,
chance.
and there's not.
Money, yeah.
I'm telling you what, there is
he-
no chance.
Here's kind of a cool thought, though. And we talked about it on Rumor Mill last week about the Lord of the Rings series, right? Which you guys can watch tomorrow live, 2 p.m. PST, Cloudy Video Twitter. Anyway, they want to release some of these Lord of the Rings series in theaters
Right.
the same day or like a week before you release the show on Amazon
Smart.
because you can make money. Same thing I would imagine Mandalorian would want to do if
Yeah.
that was even a thing. But because they want to launch the series with the service
You do it
plus,
first.
you do it first. But going forward, like if you have some kind of a Rey spinoff, or you have, depending on where this goes, you have the Obi-Wan. Like we know as TV people, I mean, we're all TV people. Roxy and I have like dedicated a lot of our life in the last
lives.
10 years to television. Is the stories that you can tell via television are so much deeper and richer. Like if you were to make an Ozark movie, it would be nothing compared to what we have in the series.
Yeah,
it would
right.
be decent.
It'd be-
It would just be another cartel
No,
movie.
Right. That's right. It would be one big episode. really.
Correct.
But
And you
the-
would never cast Jason Bateman.
No.
No, but
You
here's
just wouldn't.
No.
here's the difference that we haven't really talked about yet with Star Wars. With the possibility of what they could do with these shows, we don't know what the next movies are. Right? Disney Plus right now is not a proven entity. It looks. I mean, they're putting a lot of money into it, and it looks. And there's more advertising for this thing.
mean, my goodness.
I saw a full bus stop that was designed as Disney Plus just on the way here. But if these shows become popular, if which we think that they will, and they become really popular and get more subscribers in there, then why couldn't they? Let's say the Gina Carano character, just using her as an example.
Dang, hit it. I drafted her in the Star Wars draft
did.
9 years ago.
But let's say that Gina Carano becomes the most popular character in Star Wars that we've seen in a long time.
Okay.
Guess what she's got? A movie now coming out. You can do one spin-off movie now of Gina Carano's character that's going to be now that's your next Star Wars movie. And okay, great. Well, we know it. We have the character. People understand it. It transfers over. And you can take now, because TV's so much different now than it was 5-10 years ago.
Look at
You
the
can-
Breaking Bad movie. Look at the Downton Abbey movie. Like they did well.
That's
Yeah,
and so-
Downton Abbey,
Well-
number one at
Yeah.
the box
Yeah,
office when it
it was.
debuted.
Huge difference between those two, though, because Downton Abbey was in theaters and crushed.
No,
That's what she said. That's what he's
I'm
saying.
saying. That's what I'm getting at.
Breaking Bad, you said did well. Did it?
On Netflix, yeah.
No, I
It's-
mean,
Netflix said it.
Downton Abbey,
But Netflix released this whole. We can get in
yeah.
the conversation
Yeah, but
later.
Netflix
but
eventually is going to own movie theaters. They are. They're eventually going to buy either Regal or one of these cinemas.
They
that
have
is-
enough money to do it. But the
Yes.
point is that you'd be able to, because the universe and the galaxy is so rich that you can develop shows, and if you guys know how TV works. Like there's sometimes characters you didn't even think were going to be popular that they didn't think was going to be popular becomes one of the biggest things ever. Spin
Justice
that-
for Barb.
and spin them
What?
up, and if it works, spin it off and make it a movie if you have to. If it works and it calls for it, or don't do any of it and just have separate movies that come out,
Dude,
I agree with what you're saying.
Community's slogan, the entire series was 6 seasons in a movie. Was their legitimate hashtag.
Yeah.
Every time a new season got renewed, every single character said 6 seasons in a movie, right? Because that was their ultimate goal for Community. 6 seasons in a movie, 6 seasons in a movie. Unfortunately, nobody understood how to work with Dan Harmon at a network, and they took away the chance of keeping that die-hard Community audience in place for 6 seasons in a movie.
Well,
But that's what you're looking at now with these Disney Plus things and all this stuff.
I am
Do you guys
hoping,
have it yet?
What, Disney Plus?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I'm gonna wait till like day of. and just buy it.
Yeah, I
Do you
tried to
have it yet?
actually download
You?
it, but it's not there.
No.
I'm just wait there.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting because they probably can't gauge at all.
At
how
all.
many-
Because
The way
day,
you-
day
I think
of
you
is
can
going to be when
sign up.
everybody's. I'm just going to Roku and then just get it on.
Also, the way you just said that, it was kind of like, do you guys have it yet? Like you
Like you
already
had it. Like you had it like
Oh,
years
no,
ago.
no, for sure
No,
I
I'm
don't.
gonna- I'll be because talk about the younger generation. So my daughter finally yesterday finished Last Jedi, right? And then I was like, well, I want to watch the trailer trailers because I had my whole setup now. So I turned the lights off, and I wanted to watch the Mandalorian trailer because I told her that I'd let her watch the series with me. Even though it's a little darker, but whatever. So she watched, and she was all on board for it. And then she watched Rise of Skywalker, though, and just to say that there is a definite audience for the movie. She cannot wait to see that movie. It's going to be her first Star Wars movie she sees in the theater. Yeah. So
Rise of Skywalker. She's more excited for that than Mandalorian.
I think so, because she's pretty attached to the characters now. She's attached to. I mean, she just finished Last Jedi.
Did she like it?
She did, yeah. And at first it was funny because she was bored with it. She was the first half of the movie she was really bored with, and then once the ending, and the funny thing, my kid reads more than anybody in this room. Like she just
shock her.
It's not challenging.
Not challenging, but she reads a lot and like everything, and so I'm watching. I'm waiting to see how she's going to handle the Luke thing, and she goes, "Nah, he's meditating," and I'm like, "How do you know that?" She's, "I read a book about it."
Oh,
and I'm like, "Oh." She's like, "Yeah, he's going to die. He's going to be one with the Force." And that didn't even happen yet. And
so she got spoiled.
She got spoiled reading the book. She read this whole thing. I don't know where she got it.
Wait.
I don't know what she got. She got a hold of something. She was because they send me because I get sent all these.
She said he's gonna be one with the Force.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Like,
you must have cried as a dad.
Everything she was saying.
Your little girl, he's going to be one with the Force. You must have lost it.
Well, yesterday I told these guys yesterday that she was. I was telling her as a teenager that I said, you're not going to want to hang out with mom and dad, and you're not going to watch Star Wars. She's like, what? That's never going to happen. Like, I'm always going to watch.
Record her saying that.
I know.
Play it back.
And play it back. Let's take a break because we've been going for a while.
So cute.